Hi YouTubers, and welcome back to the channel and the next project. Right then, I've been out doing the mad things as usual and come back with this, another cf70 Charlie. I think this one's a 1982. Come from the same person as I've done the other one off. This was the other one that was left in the barn or container. I did ask him if he was going to sell it when I bought the other one, and he phoned me and we come to some deal, and now it's time to start on this one. Yeah, it looks don't look too bad. We'll get it on the ramp, put some air in the tyres and start playing. Yeah, another project. Let's see where we go with this one. Okay, we've got her on the ramp. Let's have a closer look round it. For one, it's definitely not a Yamaha, so it looks like that's been covered. Oh, look at the stuff falling out. Yeah, someone's recovered the seat with a Yamaha cover. Yeah, lots of rust, but the outside of the tank looks okay. Let's have a look inside. Oh yes, it has got some fuel in it. Probably can't see because of the angle, but yeah, it smells. It's got that lovely smell of total style fuel. Battery looks like a 12 volt system on this then, so I don't really know much about these bikes bar doing the last one. Yeah, we got the patina on it. Yeah, so I've got nothing there. Look around that. Put that down. There's the mileage. It's 7,353. We got switches for that. This side got the switches. So we're doing well. This bit here, I have no idea what that's for. There's no cable or anything. Looks like it was there's a brake switch there, but I'm just wondering what's going on here, because we got a brake cable coming down to the front wheel, and that goes to that one, if you can see that. We've got nothing here, but we've got a brake switch, so I don't know what's going on there. Got some indicators on it, front and back by looks. Let's shove it over a bit so you can see. Exhaust, that's better than the last exhaust we had on the other one. Nothing to do with the back brake here for some reason. Don't know what that is. And we got no back brake pedal, so I don't know if it's good. Both brakes work on the handlebars, and you don't have one for the foot brake. Something I'll have to look into, but generally it's all there by the looks. Leg shell's broke. Yeah. It doesn't feel like it's got any compression as such, or not a lot. Right, we've got no key, so we're going to have to find a key to fit it, or some way of doing the ignition. What we got at the front? headlight. I think there should be a basket on there. We haven't got the basket. Yeah, pretty much there. We've got a horn. I think the first thing I want to do is probably have a look at the oil, take the plug out, see if there's a reason why it feels like there's no compression. But yeah, happy with it. This is the other one that was in the barn, well, container. I'm still fighting for the logbook for that one. I seem to be messing me around, but I'm sure we'll get there in the end. That's ready for the road, that's insured, the lot. Just waiting for the logbook, and we'll start the fight with this one, I suppose. Right, let me have a play around for a minute. Well, I've checked the oil. There is some oil in it, not a lot, but there's oil in it. Now this plug is really tight. I'll get some blasts of GT85. I think I'm just going to have to try and work it to get it out. Wish me luck. Just hope I can get it out without ripping all the threads out of it. So let's get on with it. Well, getting that plug out was a real bastard. It was seized in there. I was worried about just ripping all the threads off it, but got the blowtorch on it and give it a good heating up. Plenty of GT85, and I've managed to get it out. But as you can see, there's some threads still there on the end of it where it was seized in. But I'm hoping there's enough threads in the head now that it'll actually, with these threads up here, will lock in. But yeah, bastard. There's rust, I think. It looks like rust on the end of the plug. So probably the condensation and stuff has got in there and caused it to stick. But there you can see the threads there from out the head. It'll focus. Keeps going in. Let's try and get on something else. Yeah, just there. But we'll have a play around with it. I've dropped some GT85 in it, and I suppose the next thing is see if it's got any compression whatsoever. So I might set up for that and have a go at that, see what we get. Well, I've run another plug in it and it's okay, we'll get away with it. Biggest thing, I had my finger over the hole and kicked it over a few times, and it's not worth compression testing. I can tell it's just not blowing my finger off. So what I've done, I've soaked a load of GT85 in there. We'll leave that soak in. I reckon the rings are stuck or the valves are not seating. So it looks like the head's got to come off. And I've been really confused. We know we've got no brake pedal there, but on the other side there's no gear shift. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here? There's a hole there, but it's blocked off. And not knowing these bikes at all, it just really confused me. And then that 3-speed automatic. So there's no gear pedal. It just changes when you're revving it up, I presume, which we'll have to find out later. But yeah, head off time, I think. Not today. I'll just keep having a look round it, and as I find things I'll bring you back. But yeah, I was really confused, because apparently that must say something on there about being automatic, but it's rotted off. Right, what I'm going to try and do is pick that lock. If I can find some lock picks and see if we can get some ignition on. At least we can see then if we get a spark. I'm not holding out much hope, but I'll have a go at that, I think. Well, what do you know? Tommy bought some lock picking sets, a set with a padlock to learn how to open it. Well, I've had a go with it and I've got ignition on. I've stuck a battery, well, that battery what was on it, but I don't seem to have any power going anywhere. I've checked the fuse looks alright, but the main thing is now, to my surprise, and probably to everyone else's surprise, if you can see there, we actually have a spark. So I'm really surprised about that. So let's try and find out how the electrics work, see if we can get a horn or anything going. But nothing seems to be working at the minute. So as I go around, if I find something I can get going and show you how I've done it, I will do. Right then, what I've discovered with the electrics so far is I've come off the earth cable, dropped it to anywhere on the engine or everywhere, and I'm getting no earth from there. So what I'm thinking is if it's getting no earth, then obviously the live won't run. I've had the fuse out the live, that's fine. So I can put all that back together and start hunting for where the bad earth must be, or the bad live. I've done the horn, I've took these off here, put 12 volts to them, and the horn actually works. So I think we'll have the headlight out, things like that. We're just going to have to keep going around and trying to find the problems because of the amount of time it's stood. I'll let you know how long it's stood. I know the last time the logbook was changed was over 23 years ago. I'll have a look, see when it was last actually on the road, so I don't think it even went on the road then. So we'll have to have a look around for that. What's that bit there? It's a flash unit by the looks of it. Like I say, I have no idea about this bike. We're just going to have to work it out for ourselves. So where do we go next? Try and find the earth? Let's wait and see. So I've decided where I'm going to go next, and what I want to do, just so it doesn't completely snap off, is sort of repair that the best I can. I have got a plastic welder here, so what I think I'm going to do before that completely breaks off is repair that the best I can, and then take them off and get them out of the way. That leaves me clear for the head. So let me get myself set up and see if we can Frankenstein that back together. Well, I've cracked on and done that. Now you could rub all that down and stuff, but I've left it like that to keep the strength in it. If you want to know anything about these plastic welders, there's loads of videos on YouTube. That's where I discovered them. But yeah, it's all back together, solid as a rock. That'll save buying a new one of them. Now this has been the next day. and I did fill the pot up down there with GT85, so it's been overnight soaking, and now when you kick it we're getting some, it's popping my finger off the actual plug hole, so it maybe got the rings free. Good stuff, that GT85. Anyway, thing I'm going to do next, because of that, is we'll have that air filter out, see what's in there, see what state that's in, see if it just turns to powder like the last one. Let me get this undone and we'll have a look. I'll pop the cover off. There you go. Just like the last one. I think it's just going to turn to dust. Yeah, it's stuck to everything. It's a bit better than the last one, it's not turned into powdery straight away. But we'll have that off and we'll have a look, see what we got, if I can make another one. Yeah. Well, we got no mouse nests in there by the looks of it. Right, let me get this 10mm off and we'll have a look. Pull the filter out, and that is surprisingly clean in there. And the filter, bar for a bit of cobwebs, looks fine. So we'll just give that a bit of a blowout and make a little filter, and we'll stick that back together. Right, we've got a decision to make. We've got that out, we've got the plug out. It feels like we've got compression back. So what do you think? Do we get a little sniff and see if she pops? Because that's exactly what I'm going to do. We know it's got oil in it, so I think we'll give it a bit of a squirt in there. Now I've got Tom's come out, we'll see if we can get it just to pop, see what happens. So I'm going to find some easy start now and we'll start playing properly. Right then, now I've got Tom, we can do a bit of a video better. Right, we've got some easy start in it. And yes, it runs. Okay, mate. That's a runner. That was well worth buying, wasn't it? Yeah. Wow, can't believe it. It actually runs after all them years. So now we could try some fresh fuel. Get in amongst this lot. That looks like the fuel in. I'm not even going to clean the carb. I'm just going to go straight for it. Drop some fuel in it, see what happens. Let me get set up. We'll have a crack at it. Right then, we've just nicked some fuel out of the 185. We've disconnected that. We'll probably have fuel go everywhere because of the float, but we'll have a go at it. There you go, the fuel's going in. And let's see what happens. It all runs out again. But there's no choke. I can't find anywhere where there's a choke on it. Can't see anything. It's totally different to the other one. There's all these other pipes here I have no clue about. Not a clue. Well, do you want to start? First kick, I just I don't know what to say. Don't ask me, but it works. I just don't know what to say. What do you say, Tom?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That is outrageous. Oh, there's all the fuel running out of it now. There's fuel dripping out of it from somewhere. Let me turn this off.
Smell that anyway.
Oh, right. So this must have been parked up and just left. And it still runs. I just don't understand.
One of the easier jobs you've done.
I can't believe how easy this is. And it so impressed. I think we'd better start on the electrics next then. Gobsmacked. Right, we pushed on a little bit and we're dumping the oil out of it. I don't know if you can see how clear that is. That is like brand new oil in it. Yeah, so we'll do an oil change. We let it run for a little while just to thin the oil down a bit, but that is crystal clear. But we'll still stick some fresh in it. Oh, we found a badge as well. Put the badge on it. Give that a quick wipe with some of that stuff, and that is lovely and smooth. Okay, you've got all the little bits of pit and stuff, but it's only surface, it's not deep. We just don't know what to do. Things don't normally go like this has gone. Everything's normally a lot more of a challenge. Right, but I suppose the electrics will give us the biggest challenge. I reckon this bike was just parked up, running, and just left. Done, and we didn't have to do nothing. Anyway, get on with this oil change and start on the electrics.
Bit of smoky girl.
Well, she run for a while. Everything seems to be burning off. We've got petrol dripping everywhere. It's coming from all sorts of places. Right, turn that off. We'll have another go at it. Let's turn that off. As you can see, we've got headlight.
Happy little chicken.
Right, we've come such a long way in such a short period. I need to get a battery sorted on it and generally sort the carb out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this one up now and we'll come back to it on another video. So thanks for the subscribers, and we're down, we're gone.